What is up, duelists? I don't usually do a lot of deck profiles on this channel, but we have a special occasion this weekend because we're here with Tom and Johannes, and Tom just did something very special. He got second at the 2025 World Championships. Very, very close, unfortunately, but still amazing job. And Johannes also finished 10th place, I believe, so almost top cut. And you both played LUNALIGHTs, and we're here to show you guys the deck list. But before we go into the cards, I want you guys to tell me why LUNALIGHT was the pick for Justice Hunters format, essentially.
Yeah, like still feel it's kind of unreal to say I got second place with LUNALIGHT. We chose the deck because we think that like you do not have an edge in the mirror match on Worlds because you cannot outskill people. Like pretty much everyone is here because he deserves it, like everyone. And so we try to find a deck, like do a meta call and find a deck that can beat everything and is pretty good going second. And first, and can play through every hand traps.
Right.
Especially like Holy Su and Izuna, like no normal deck can beat it. Or for hand traps and normal summon Capsi. So we just were looking for a deck that can do it. And then we find LUNALIGHT. And we did test it a lot. And then we chose to play it, yeah.
Okay, so you're basically not confident enough, or you don't think there's big enough of an edge if you're playing Yummy or Vanquish Soul mirror matches. So you're trying to find like a unexpected pick. And LUNALIGHT, I suppose, if you're not getting outed on the Liger Dancer because people aren't expecting it, was there a lot of matches where people just scooped because they didn't have an out to Liger Dancer?
I think every single time I summoned him, yeah.
Right.
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
It was never outed in the entire tournament?
No, not a
Okay,
single
so
time.
if the only reason you lose is because you couldn't summon it.
Yeah.
Right, okay. All right, well, that sounds good. Let's look at that deck list.
So we chose to play everything card by card except for one card in the deck. First of all, the Heart of the Soul, Godlayer, he enables every play, and then to Chick. Chick is your toolbox to copy every name, and then the guy from Echo deck to summon the Taurus. She has 3 different effects, and everyone comes up, but like a lot of people don't know the third effect that can prevent your opponent from using any effects during the battle phase. So it's pretty good if you have Antares that just OTKs them. We chose to play 2 Black Sheep. Poly is one of the most important cards in your deck, but for itself it is a brick. And this can add Poly or a LUNALIGHT card from your extra deck face up or the graveyard. So it's pretty versatile, and if you draw this, you can play a pretty safe combo because you can send a different card with Chick and add it back with Leo. And we chose to play 2 Hound. Probably you can cut 1, but this is very good with a bunch of fusions in your deck and just enables every play. And also having 2 spell trap negates is pretty good because like we did expect people to have outs, something like, I don't know, Salesman or Herald of the Abyss. I never saw something like that, but yeah, 2 is good, and like drawing it is pretty bad. So yeah, if you don't have Leo and this combined, your Fractal doesn't do anything and your Tanky gets worse. So yeah.
You mean if you play 1 and you draw that 1, it's pretty bad if you don't have gold.
Exactly. Like Masquerade doesn't do anything, Foolish doesn't do anything. You specifically have to have Leo or Tanky into Leo, and it cannot be, if you get interrupted then it doesn't do anything. Yeah. One Martin, 1 Emerald Bird. Like prior to the new set, you never played this because it essentially didn't do anything. But since we got Masquerade, this is just an extender. You never summon it or something like that, you just send it in the combo by Masquerade and revive something you banished of the first fusion. Then was 1 Tiger, that's the Weebron, and 1 Wolf, he's the fusion guy. Yeah.
Miracle Fusion, right? You banish from graveyard?
Exactly. You can banish from graveyard or fields, not from your hand. And you can bounce him and then do it again with Martin or the fusion guy in the extra deck. And like, funny enough, they just get 1/5. He says you can only pen summon LUNALIGHT monsters.
Did you ever pendulum summon?
I did, yeah. Like one of our combos through hand traps is actually adding back a guy and then paneling him. Okay. So you can end on Babuska and SP. Yeah, I actually did that a lot, and everyone was looking at me like, what, you can panel? Yeah, actually
he also has like a pretty funny effect where if he's on the field, you can give your LUNALIGHT monsters piercing damage. So if you use the Perfume Dancer, for example, to summon him from the scale to the monster zone, your Liger Dancer can beat through Vanquish Soul monsters, for example, for piercing damage.
And attacks twice, right?
Yeah, it can be very nice.
Okay.
And just one fractal, because of tanky, he can send only hunt, but he enables like different line of plays where you can play better around hand traps.
Right. It turns like Tinky into a teleport, right? Basically.
Yeah, exactly. And you do not waste your normal summon, so you can, for example, if you have already Leo, you can summon Chick, and Chick allows you to send a fusion, so you can play around Imperm or Leo, for example. Then the only hand trap we chose to play in the main deck is triple Fuva. Like every other hand trap doesn't do anything in the format. Like we do not try to get thrusted or anything like that. We just want to like prevent the board from even being enabled.
Right.
Yeah, just get more cards in hand so we can fuse. Yeah.
Right. So this is the version of the deck where you try a board breaker approach for the current format, because
Yeah, we were trying a lot of different versions, even with Ash and Impulse and Imperm and whatever, but like it fell too not strong enough. Like Imperm on its own doesn't do anything. Like any hand trap on its own doesn't do anything. That's why Yami is like playing 20 of them.
Right.
And there's like such a low percentage of us drawing multiple hand traps, so we just chose to play the best one. Yeah.
I mean, Yummy is another reason. Not only does it play a lot of hand traps itself, but it's also very hard to stop with the traditional
Hand
like
traps.
veilers and stuff like that. Like any extender in hand, you just feel like you did nothing. So okay.
Yeah. And then triple tanky, nothing to say. Triple masquerade, just foolish on and adds back purely and enables poly summon from banishing by graveyard. So if you fusion summon, you can add back a poly and then discard a card. And if you did discard a card, you can fusion once in this turn by banishing materials from the graveyard. No one knows it. Everyone just does not expect if you just activate poly and they say okay, and then you start banishing cards from the graveyard. They were looking at me like, what am I doing?
Even at Worlds.
Even at rolls.
Even at Worlds. Okay.
Yeah. Funny enough, even at rolls, yeah. Even that the deck got leaked prior, but yeah. Then the two perfumes, you only need two, not three. It's a brick of its own, it doesn't do anything. But you need two, because if you draw one, your perfume dancer doesn't do anything, and this card is so much advantage. And then one LUNALIGHT fusion, you can set it off Martin, and it helps you to play through bots. It says if your opponent controls a monster summon from the extra deck, you can use a material from your extra deck or main deck as material.
Yeah.
So like at Worlds, like everyone knew you can ash it, but it pretty much forces your opponent to interact and get rid of their own extra deck monsters. Yep. So it makes your plays afterwards very, very good. Then one normal poly because, yeah, like I said, it doesn't do anything on its own. And then for the breakers, we just play triple thrust, triple Book of Eclipse, one dark ruler and two heavy poly, and one talents. We figured that Yami will be the most represented deck at Worlds. I think we got close. Vanquish Soul was the most represented deck at Worlds.
It was close though. I think it was
exactly.
like 9
And
Vanquish
7,
Soul and
yeah.
7 or 8 Yummies. So
Exactly. Like I didn't play a single Yami in Swiss. But this card is auto win against Yami. I've funny enough not activated a single copy this entire weekend. That was actually the reason why we chose to play the deck, because it's pretty unfair. Like you don't know what it does. If your opponent controlled any monsters, you can banish monsters from your extra deck to the amount of monsters they control, take the attack damage, and then you can just summon like it from your extra deck with one body in hand and just win. Yeah.
Right.
So it's a miracle fusion from your extra deck. Pretty unfair, and it cannot be Ash. It can only be Lancer yet. So there's no out for Yami if you have like any of these combined.
Right. And what's the plan if you draw heavy poly in the Vanquish Soul matchup? Because if you take multiple materials from the extra deck, you might just lose to the Borger Burn or the Dust Devil, Snow Devil Burn.
Yeah, like we do side out. Like we only keep in one, just in case for thrust, because like if usually if you go heavy poly or LUNALIGHT fusion, they used to use the trap and wipe the entire field, so you do not get any advantage of your fusion spell. And so they get rid of their own negations and interrupts, so you can play through the board way more easy. But like usually you do not want to activate it. You just keep in one for thrust, just in case. Yeah. Then one foolish, just the starter. One called by. It's good into Arclight, into every single hand trap. Usually you can play through a lot of hand traps, but sometimes you can't, or just going second against Lupus, or like any hand trap, it's decent. And we just play one Black God Laugh. No foolish Burial Guild in the main deck, and that is pretty good to draw because you can just discard it with like any engine card. Or just set it by thrust if you get hand trapped, and thrust into good Black God is pretty much FTK into anything. just calling Holy Sue or Snatchy is game. Yeah, so even if they stop you, we still have a backdoor. Yeah.
Okay.
So main deck 40 cards. Honestly, I do not think that I would change anything. Like the deck was built perfectly. I would have preferred to play against more Yummy in Swiss, but I still finished like 6-1. Even playing against for Vanquisol, I think.
Was your loss to a Vanquisol?
No, it was actually to K9 Christian because he hand tripped 5. I got 5 hand trips like with Fuve, and then he could play, and he had 2 outs to Fuve and 1 card combo, and I had 2 bricks in hand.
Okay.
That was my only loss actually in Swiss. Yeah, main deck was perfect, like the deck holo as well.
Yeah. You did say earlier you played 1 card differently. What was the difference?
It's on the side.
Oh, okay. So the main deck was the same for both of you.
Yeah,
guys.
exactly.
Alright,
Like card by card.
Cool. Okay.
Let's go to the side deck real quick so you can see it. We chose to play Triple Lance here, just against Malice and the mirror match basically. Once you see
versus Christian too?
I didn't. Like I didn't feel that it's good enough because if you Dark Ruler or Eclipse them, it's mostly enough, and this it's just not strong enough because like the Ripper and the Quick Spell, the Trap, and Dragster is probably still on the field. No.
So is it like the reasoning is it doesn't stop everything, so you need to draw a board breaker anyways?
Yeah,
but if you draw a board breaker, then you didn't need the last time. Okay.
Yeah. Then triple draw. Like I said, Vanquisol is the worst matchup. Like it's not bad, but it is the worst. Like about the decks in the format.
Yep.
And like 100 doesn't do anything. So there was a choice between playing Impulse just to top the trap, so we can play more freely, draw. And since draw did cover more matchups, we chose to play draw because like Vanquisol is so bricky. If you draw them, they usually just pass.
Okay.
Like same with Ash. It's a card to recite and go first like all the time. We have like 6 cards in the main deck which we do not want to see go first. So we try to side them in against like Lupus or Izuna or Holy Sue or like any Charmy. And the other 2 cards are Foolish Very Goods and 1 Learned Dance. Yeah, just more extenders or like interrupt because of Blackout. So like pretty versatile. And then the remaining 2 Dark Ruler and the 3rd Heavy Poly. Yeah, pretty good into Vanquisol and pretty good into the enemy. We didn't want to main deck one of them at the 3-off because like the format is so versatile. We chose to play 2 because we did expect more Yummy. But yeah, like I said, I didn't activate a single copy. The Dark Ruler was insane for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on the things that are different.
Exactly.
So one role for me was Lightning Storm instead. So Lightning Storm fills a similar role, being a pretty solid card against Vanquisol because you remove the trap and especially the feed spell. The feed spell is a very big win condition for them in the matchup to out the Liger Dance if you get it on the field. So it was very useful for that. And I played Lightning Storm instead of Duster because Lightning Storm works better as a blind side deck. For example, if a Malice player scoops against you, it can try to destroy the Akko Talker, so it baits the Omni Negate. And most of the time I felt like if I was thrusting for a Duster, I could be thrusting for Lightning Storm as well because you usually don't have cards. You use 1 board breaker spell, they use the negate, and then you can thrust for Lightning Storm just the same way you do for Duster.
Okay, yeah. No, the Vanquisol field spell is like, I feel like one of the key win conditions, how you can just outlast 1 Liger, right? Like you just Borger Burn and protect from the Raigeki effect. So like if you get rid of the field spell.
Yeah, like not even that, even the Vanquisol rocks, like the level 4 Exceed, they can hard summon it using Mad Love and Raisin, and then they can increase their own values by 1k, so you can actually attack over your towers. So if you get rid of the field spell, they only out as Arc Rebellion if they play it, which I actually think a lot of people did. But like if they have 3 level 5, you just wipe. So
Okay, so to play around the Arc Rebellion, you have to wipe when they're on 5. So what's your, if you didn't play the Lightning Storm, what's your answer to like if they establish the board and they have the field spell, how do you win through it?
SP.
You SP the field spell?
Yeah,
to
I
get rid of
SP the
it?
field spell.
Okay, sure. Alright.
Also, another thing I wanted to say, for this World's ban list, because of the OCG hits, part of the side, Foolish Battle Goods was semi-limited instead of unlimited, like in the TCG format. So I can definitely see playing third Foolish Battle Goods for the TCG format, or just to maybe main deck the Foolish Battle Goods because of that.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to ask as well. I guess we can quickly talk about it while you mention it before we go to the extra deck. But like, how do you feel like this deck is suited for the TCG format compared to Worlds? Because I feel like they are pretty close this year to the TCG format. There's not that many major differences. I mean, of course, Mitsurugi Raizio is a difference, but how do you think this deck is for like YCS Lil, for example?
Like funny enough, like in the OCG, it took over a couple of events in the last 2 weeks where we were actually testing the deck, and that's why we were a little bit scared because we figured that people will have that on their radar. But like for the TCG, it's pretty good. No one, like no Mitsurugi, is playing the towers. I had the Kaiju, or if they're playing pure, but if they're playing pure, you might win anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Don't
Yummy
disrespect my pure Mitsurugi deck. Like,
my apologies, but like TCG is mostly Yummy, and Yummy is honestly Yummy is free.
Okay.
Like I would go that front that Yummy is free. Like we built this deck to just beat Yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Vanquish will just happen to be like in the crossfire.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's pretty good. Like I do consider it for low. Like I think we have to wait on the ban list. Like if Mitsuri gets hit or something like that. Like Dice Smasher is still a big problem because we do not hand trap them. So if they Dice Smasher,
Right, that's fair.
exactly,
Yeah.
and we do not have heavy poly. Like
Yeah.
heavy poly is like the only out to Dice Smasher.
Yeah.
If they Dice Smasher us, we just lose.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's a big difference for the TCG.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. Vanquish Soul can just against board breaker decks pair Dice Smasher. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Not
Okay.
just Vanquish Soul, also Crystron and Momento and like literally like
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay.
And for the extra deck, 2 towers. Yeah, it's literally the best card of the format. Funny enough, I did summon his material. Also a lot of times. He pretty much does the exact same thing as Liger Dancer does.
Yeah, it's like budget Liger Dancer, but still pretty good.
Yeah, like if we got Black Goaded on this, we just summon him.
Yeah.
And he is also not targetable, cannot be destroyed by card effects. And if he battled at the end of damage step, he destroys everything on the field and can attack again. So he
Okay.
pretty much the same, but
Yeah.
just not a quick effect.
Yeah.
Only 2 Perfume Dancer because we chose to play Panther Dancer because we need it for her. That's just needed with the amount of heavy police we were playing. And one of the Saber Dancers just to boost up your Liger Dancer to 6-8, and then like Johannes said, with piercing damage you can just play through any board. Funny enough, I did not activate this a single time because like every one of my opponents scooped.
Okay. So how much life points is a Liger Dancer in this version with a heavy poly?
You can pay 75. Like you can just use those 2 for 4k and then 1 for 3-5. So this is 75.
Yeah.
Against Yami, this is game. Like you just do so much damage that they cannot crash their Link 2.
That's what I was about to
Yeah,
say.
Yeah.
Yummy has a way to inflict 1500 damage.
Yeah, but they have to crash or
Right.
arc negate it. Arc light negate their own Link,
Yeah.
but you just do so much damage to them that they cannot crash.
Okay.
In my feature match that I had a similar situation, but if they have a Crocky and Surprise, they can like prevent that your Liger Dancer connects to their face twice, so then you can't really like get them low enough so their Link 2 can't crash into your Liger Dancer. So
Yeah.
technically sometimes they have like an option into it, but if you use like 2 from your hand
Exactly.
Right.
and
Right.
like 2 from extra deck, you auto win. Yes.
That's just assuming you only have 1 Lunalight in hand. If you
Yeah.
have 2, you just use those. It's 55 and
You play it safe. You use
Yeah,
one from
exactly.
your 2 from your hand, so you only take 5500 damage, and then they have no way to.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
instantly game.
Like I said, I didn't resolve or activate a single heavy poly. Like I just forgot how the combo works. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like you usually never do 3, but you
Yeah.
can, and
Yeah.
it's possible.
Yeah.
That's why we went for it. Then for the exceeds, 1 Tiger King.
Yeah.
Funny enough, not a lot of people knew that he is also a skill rate. It's insane. Same as Dugaris. And Babushka, just pretty good extra deck cards. This is auto win against Vanquish. They just cannot out this on Liger Dancer.
Yeah.
And then we chose to play
Ptolemy, M7.
pure Ptolemy. Yeah.
M7. Okay.
M7, yeah. This is a spice. We actually do play a combo line if we do not get hand tripped, or if you get hand tripped, so we can, like, depend on what hand trip we are receiving, but we can, in our normal combo, we summon 2 of them,
Yeah.
then make them 7, and add back Wolf from the graveyard, which we send with Chick.
Yeah.
So we can play through every hand trap. This literally play through every hand trap. This is insane. I also used this against Yuna, for example, to get back Valencia twice. So I literally just summoned him, attacked, and got back Lancy, and it's a
Which
twice
is
in
only
one.
funny because it's against Malice.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Otherwise, not funny.
Yeah.
If you do it against me, I'm mad. But yeah, the combo line was so good. We found it out together with Biscotto. Shout out to Biscotto. Yeah.
Okay.
And for the last card, 3 Link Monster, it's 1 Cross Sheep and 1 SP. This last card is pretty much a flag spot. We weren't sure what we pick until like literally 1 hour before we had to put in our deck lists. And we chose to play Army Rush. And testing, he never came up for me. Like I wanted to have Nyala or Typhon or whatever. But in the tournament, I summoned him so many times. That's like honestly the best decision of the weekend. Otherwise, I would not have thought.
What's the purpose? Like, what's the idea behind Armor Rush? Is it just to turn a Fuva into something you can make an SP with, or what's the main?
If your Leo gets imprint, and you have and you have a perfume in hand, you cannot play.
Right.
Because you don't have a Lunatic.
Oh yeah, this is less than 1,000
yeah.
attack.
And like also Martin is, and like a bunch of cards are. So we just try to enable perfume as much as possible, and it also an out to floodgates because Tickaboo or something like that. There's no out otherwise.
So you this into SP.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the main reason.
Okay.
Yeah. So guys, that's Lunalight deck profile. I got second word at worst, and he got 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm speechless. Like I said, I don't know what to say. Thank you everyone honestly for the support. I received so many messages and kind gestures on Twitter or wherever. Shoutouts to Junks. I think Josh will put him down below in my team. Shoutouts to Johannes for we did test so much together. We prepared together for this event. Shoutouts to Biscotto. Shoutouts to
Daniel Wieskant
as well. Shoutout to Chris for lending me the high rare or the American version of Lunalight. Shoutouts to my family, shoutouts to my friends, shoutouts to Josh, Emre, Marcel. Literally, I met so many nice people on this event. It was just a pleasure to be here.
All right. Well, congratulations to both of you. 2nd and 10th is definitely very impressive, even though I know you would have loved to take it one step further, but still, honestly, it's an incredible achievement. I believe, fun fact, by the way, I think most successful German in TCG Worlds ever. There was a certain Bozo who was able to get 3rd once, but no one's ever gotten 2nd from Germany. So still an incredible achievement. Congratulations. And I hope everyone likes the deck list and everything. So yeah, appreciate that and tuning out.
Thanks.